Before I start the tomatoes, I am actually gonna chiffonade the basil. So I have rolled all the leaves up, the small ones inside the larger ones. I've rolled them up into almost like a little cigar, if you will. And I am just going to run my knife down and across. I'm looking to create some ribbons. And slicing thinly will also mean that the aromatics are gonna be released by the basil, and there's gonna just be a great basil flavor in there. Then the next thing we're gonna do is go over to the skillet and get the tomatoes going for our summer spaghetti. Lots of oil. We want the oil and the tomatoes to be hanging out together for a little bit as they saute. And once the pasta's cooked, then we'll toss it all together. And I'm gonna add in, this is the gluten-free tagliatelle. How do we say this in Italian? I'm gonna add this all in. I'm gonna cook the whole batch. This is about the same amount as a pound of spaghetti in terms of quantity. And I'm gonna get this going. Let me give it a good spin. I always spin my pasta once I start it so that nothing will stick to the bottom. Also, these little nests will loosen up as it cooks. So that is that. And then I'm gonna get back over here to the tomatoes. All right, oil's hot. When it moves and it thins out like that, that's when you know it's ready. So I'm gonna add in tomatoes. I'm gonna do orange and red. And the goal here is to kind of blister the tomatoes and get them to soften. Oops, we have a stem escapee. And I'm just gonna kind of toss these around. I'm just gonna use my pasta server to do that. In a minute, I will add in some garlic, and last will be the basil. I don't want the garlic to burn. I also, once these, over here, getting a little feisty. Once some of these will burst open also, and in that case, then they'll release a little juice, so that'll be fantastic. I might add a little bit more olive oil. We'll get a little bit of cooking liquid from the pasta when it's done. And there we have it. So I'm gonna add the garlic here in a minute after I give this a couple of tosses. And then the basil we will add in last when we add in the pasta. You can like see the blistering already starting. You keep it on high heat for now. Once I add the garlic, I'll reduce the heat while we wait for the pasta, and then it's almost ready. These are getting pretty feisty, so I just reduced the heat. The pasta has a couple more minutes, so I'm gonna let this cook on low. Some of these are looking fantastic, and these are gonna be perfectly cooked by the time the pasta is ready to go. The red ones are certainly cooking faster than the little orange ones. That's okay, they're both gonna be perfect. Come time to serve this for dinner. I am gonna go ahead and add a hefty bit of garlic, probably a tablespoon and a half or so. And I'm actually just going to use this to mix this in. Just be careful, you don't want to crush any of these tomatoes, but we do need to get this garlic mixed in. I mean, doesn't this just look heavenly? The garlic is nicely incorporated. I can start to see the sauce almost thickening up because of the little bits of juices that have been distributed from some of these burst tomatoes. And here in just a minute, it will be time to add a little bit of pasta water, and then we will add the drained pasta. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of pasta water, probably about a quarter cup, let's say. It's about a quarter cup. And I am going to just swirl this in and let that simmer and absorb any more tomato juices that are going to burst out there. It is time to bring it all together. This is like a gluten-free, it's not linguine, but it's kind of like that. So we're just gonna gently combine all this together. And I want that sauce that we made to just coat all the noodles. And from here, I'm gonna then serve it into bowls and add the basil on to the top. Yum, yum, summer spaghetti. It's just really quick. Like the sauce was ready by the time the pasta was ready and dinner served. 15 minutes? Yeah, 15 minutes. Last but not least is going to be to add some basil and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And that's that. Refreshing, light, yet hearty summer spaghetti with Parmesan, a little bit of basil, yummy. Seasoned with salt, a little pepper maybe if you like that. And there you have it, summer spaghetti. It's just so refreshing. I love this. I can't wait to dig into this bowl. This is gluten-free pasta. You could use regular spaghetti, you could use linguine, whatever long pasta that you prefer. Use that. The same process for the tomatoes will work as the pasta is cooking. Fast, easy, delightful summer spaghetti. The recipe is on the $5 Donors blog. You can look in the caption or comments below to save and print that recipe. Daisy wants to, don't you? Save and print that recipe from the blog so that you can get it made here in the next week or so. All right, hope you enjoy. We're releasing new videos all the time, so make sure that you hit the subscribe button and get those notifications so you don't miss an upcoming video. We're doing all sorts of budget-friendly videos, cooking tutorials, freezer meal prep sessions, all kinds of things. I'm here to help you spend less money on groceries, and a quick, easy summer spaghetti like this one at home is one way that we can do that. All right, friends, it's bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.